Hi there. I've got an awful lot of questions about Google Forms in the last couple of weeks as we've started working from home, mostly because some of you have been asked to complete Google Forms in order to record parent contacts. I had a number of questions about how you could get copies of that data, where the data is going, is it private? For those of you who have taken the G Suite classes, I think you're pretty familiar with this. So this is more for those who really don't know where your information is going to. So I'm going to start by jumping right in here to the parent communication form that you are used to seeing by now. And this is where you would record your information. Um, Once you put in all of your information and you get to the bottom, you hit submit. And some people have said, wait, it all went away. I wanted a copy of that. If you want a copy for your own records, you would have to save it before you hit submit. And the easiest way to do that is after everything is filled in, if you just go to your print menu, so Command P or pull down file and choose print, you'll see that you have an option to print. It's a 3-page form. Once you fill it all in, you can print that information. You also, under destination, you have other choices. You can save it to your computer as a PDF file if you just want it that way and save some paper, or you can save it directly into your Google Drive if you are logged into Google at the time that you're doing the work, which you would have to be in order to complete our form because it only lets you do it when you're logged into your CREC account. So you should have those options available to you. If not, you can click See More and activate some of those options. Those give you opportunities to save your data before you hit submit and it goes away. If all of that fails, you could just take a screenshot. You would have to take 2 or 3 screenshots to get it all in, but you could certainly do that. But hopefully you find an easier way to save your data. And then you hit submit and it goes away. And then if you open up the form again, it will be blank and ready for you to make your next entry. Hopefully, you have figured out by now the best way to do this is to bookmark this form right to your bookmarks bar up here. You can do that just by clicking the star and saving it to the bookmarks bar. It will ask you where you want to put it. You say bookmarks bar and done, and it will stick it on your bookmarks bar. That way it's easier for you to get to it each time you need. Otherwise, you're scrolling back to find an email that Jay sent or Laura sent, and that's taking up a lot of your time. Now, once you hit submit, where does it go? All that information is being sent directly to a spreadsheet. The only thing that a form is really is a nice, clean, simplified entry page to get data into a spreadsheet. So you're seeing the nice, clean entry page. In the background, we're seeing this spreadsheet. Now it is private in the sense that it's only shared with our administrators, but there's nothing here that would not be appropriate for our building. Everything here is, within our range of confidentiality, but it can't be seen outside of River Street for sure. But at the moment, really only the administrators have access to this. They're the only ones that really have asked for it at this point or that really need it. And this gives us a lot of opportunities. It lets us, it lets us sort the information that we have here. We can choose to sort by, individual student names to see how many times we've contacted a student. We can sort by LEA or school district to show the amount of support that we tried to provide to a particular school district. We have notes about what was discussed and what resources might have been shared with the family. So we can have documentation of that as well. So this really gives us our accountability to show that we have worked with families, we've been reaching out to families, and hopefully, the LEAs and the families will be happy that we can document that information for them. The last thing that I want you to know is that if you do need copies, because if you're a teacher, you can save your data. When you're making calls. You don't know when someone else is making calls. Someone else might also be making a call to families. And at some point, you might start to worry, is this family getting called several times in the week when they really only need one check-in along the way? If that's your concern, I can sort by classroom and pull out just the information for your room and send you a copy of that. So you can just let me know. I certainly don't have the time to do that on a daily basis, but if you needed to just sort of check in at the end of a week and see how things were going, I could do that for you. So hopefully that makes you feel more comfortable about the form that you're using and any other forms that we might offer. They all work the same way. It's just an easy way to gather data quickly and then put it into a spreadsheet rather than asking you to go to that spreadsheet and scroll through hundreds of lines of entries to find the place to enter your data in those little cells. If you have any other questions about Google Forms or any other thing that we're using as we learn to work from home, just reach out and let me know. I'll be happy to answer your questions.